Maybe conservatively, it could be as low as 500,000. Sometimes for the others it's 800, for the others it's 2 million, and for the others around 3 million. Ay, musta? As promised, from my shorter video or reel, babahagi po sa inyo yung mga tips and insights po. Kung gusto nyo mag-aral sa Australia o kayo po ay magulang, you're a parent of somebody na gustong mag-aral po doon. Well, bilang magulang ng isang international student sa Australia, aming anak po, aming bunso ay basically tapos na po yung kanilang klase. After 2 years, tapos na po siya. So, may formal graduation, which is February pa po. So, at this point, parang na rin ako nag-graduate in a way. Okay, but I want you to understand po yung journey. Okay. So, I think number one, what's important is that you make your research. Kailangan po talaga kayo personally, magre-research po kayo o yung asawa nyo o kayo bilang magulang, di ba? Kasi ano ba yung mga tingin nyo pagdadaanan nyo? Well, sa amin, sa case namin, yung anak namin, siya po talaga ang nag-research ng gusto. Hinayaan po namin siya talaga gawin yun. Kasi gusto namin makita yung interest niya. Kasi ang hirap, go kami, pero siya mismo, wala sa puso niya. Remember, po ang decision niya ay later on mag-PR o maging permanent resident po sa Australia, malalayo sa inyo yan. So, kailangan talagang handang-handa siya at kayo. Okay, na mahirap. Oo, malapit lang ang Australia, pero malayo pa din in a way, right? If you're coming from the Philippines or anywhere. So, yun ang number one, no? Do your research. A lot of research, like researching maybe for the school. Ginawa po namin yan. In fact, our daughter is now in Perth. Pero ano ba yung journey na pinagdaan namin sa research lang na yan? No? Kasi, nagbakasyon siya sa Melbourne. No? That was like a year before she officially went as a student. No? But she ended up in Perth. So, paano nangyari yun? Nung nasa Melbourne na siya, finally, and she went there on her own. Hindi po kami kasama dun sa decision na yun. Permission lang ang binigay namin. Ginastosan niya talaga yung bakasyon na yun kasama yung pinunta niya yung kanyang mga kaibigan. And as per experience, nung nandun na siya at mukhang nung nandun siya, sinabi niya sa amin na mukhang gusto niya yata talaga doon mag-aral. So sinabi ko, ako mismo, sinabi ko, anak, di magpa-interview ka doon. Nandun ka na eh. Okay. Para at least malaman mo how it is to be interviewed o yung ano pa talaga yung feeling sa isang campus. So, yun yung ginawa niya, no? So, anyway, nung bumalik na siya, so initially sabi niya, mukhang okay sa Melbourne and, sabi niya, sige, based on the course that she wanted to take, you know what? Eventually, yung second part, which is kumuha ng agency. Okay? Kasi yun yung second part, sabihin ko sa inyo. So, after all of the recommendations and all those things, in fact, even before makapasa ng IELTS o kumuha ng IELTS, kailangan, alam mo na rin kung anong school eh. Or we decided as a family na just go to Perth because of another school. No? So, ang school niya ron ECU or Edith Cowan University. Kasi based on my work before, naging client namin yun. At sabi ko, mukhang magandang school yun. Though it's in Perth. Ang maganda naman sa Perth, which is in Western Australia, where there are like from January to April 2024, there were around 3,723 international students studying. So Perth is sa Western Australia po yan. And based on that, nagustuhan naman niya. Okay. So, that's when we decided na, sige, go ahead. Yung second tip ko sa inyo, we would really suggest that you try and get the best agency. Try to research po. So, you can comment, you can message me, then I will tell you privately which agency kinuha ng anak namin. The third tip, which is to really be ready, financially. Okay? emotionally is going to be there. Pero let's first talk about financially. Kasi depende sa course na gusto ng anak nyo. Yung anak namin, nag-masteral. Yung iba kasi, kumukuha ng short courses or kumbaga parang vocational course yun doon, no? So, parang test na natin in a way. So, that's like about a year. So, that route is around 500,000 pesos, more or less, no? But that's only the tuition. Yung sa anak namin, much more than that. Okay. So, in terms of finances, you'll know about the rates, depende sa schools. Maybe conservatively, it could be as low as 500,000. Sometimes for the others it's 800, for the others it's 2 million, and for the others around 3 million. So depende po sa course na kukunin nyo at gaano kahaba. So yun ang range, from 500,000 to 2 million. Okay. But don't worry, hindi naman isang bagsakan niya. At yung iba nakakuha naman ng scholarship or nakakuha ng discount. So yung anak po namin nakakuha naman ng malaking discount on the first year kasi 2-year course po siya. So malaki pa rin. Okay. Now, bakit again financially? Kasi remember, this is just a tuition. Kailangan din po niyang kumuha ng apartment or dorm, depende kung saan ko pupunta. But definitely a place to stay. So, ang ginawa po namin mag-asawa, gumawa po kami yung anak namin gumawa rin kami ng Excel sheet. No? Tinignan namin yung financials, kung ano po yung mga kailangan gawin. And maybe in another video, kung interesado talaga kayo, we can even share with you that template, yung sheet na ginawa namin, para malaman kung magkano yung gagastusin at paano, kailan kakailanganin. Okay? So obviously, para din, so you can work out your finances kasi di naman isang bagsak. Ang ginawa po namin to make it more realistic, sabi namin, at saka syempre, para hindi lang bilang magulang, kami lang yung talagang magbibigay lahat, no? So sabi namin, you also have to work, do your part. Okay, so do what part? So yung part na yon is kailangan yung leading expenses naman niya mabuno niya. So ang sa budgeting, ang ginawa po namin is naghanda po kami ng mga 3 months and 6 months na hindi siya magwo-work. Okay, so kailangan nag-research din po siya. As part of the research pala, is yung pong paghahanap ng lugar, syempre, at magkano, saan, malapit sa campus, sa loob ba yan, etc. Sa totoo lang, dahil di naman kami nakakapunta pa ron during that time, hindi namin alam talaga anong mas malapit, di ba? And to tell you frankly, nalaman na lang namin yan, noon nandun na kami. Okay. Yung akala namin malayo, yung pala, mas malapit, nandun lang pala yung school. Okay, anyway, so but that's already in hindsight, ika nga, water under the bridge. So, kaya napakahalaga po nun. Okay, so, ginawa rin po namin, of course, kami ng wife ko, we also intended na mag-travel din kami talaga sa Australia. Okay, so sinama na lang din namin sa budget. So, hinatid namin siya papunta sa Perth, no? And why Perth, by the way? Yung perks ng Perth is para din sa Pilipinas in a way, kasi nga same time zone, although may times na mas mainit doon, di ba? Pero yung more or less yung weather halos pareho, pero definitely 4 seasons pa rin. So paghahandaan pa rin yung di ba, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Okay, so yun. Then yung paghahanda po, sabi nga namin financially, so ang maganda naman po doon is thank God that within 3 months nag-stabilize na yung kanyang finances. Siguro within the next year, kahit paano nagbibigay-bigay kami konti just to bridge sometimes, pero eventually nabuno na rin yun. Okay, so remember, ang pinakamalaking gastos po dyan ay ang kanyang tirahan. Okay. So yun. So magkano ba ang tirahan? Roughly right now it's between 150, pinakamababa po yun. Swerte kung makakuha na mas mura, even up to $250 Australian dollars a week. Okay, per week po ang bayad. So yung weekly na yun, napakalaki po. Kaya napakahalaga po talaga dahil pwede naman po mag-work ang estudyante, so go for it na part-time. So 20 hours po yun. During that, yung first year ng anak namin, she was able to work even up to 40 hours yata, parang ganyan. Pero ngayon, I think it's back to 20 hours. No? So yun. So, with that, siguro pasok naman po tayo sa next tip, no? Which is very important, yung pong pagdarasal. Okay? Kasi you can have yung paghanda nyo po financially, emotionally, yung pinagdadaanan ng magulang, no? Pero lahat po yung pagdadaanan nyo, napakahalaga po yung pagdarasal. Okay. To tell you frankly, hinatid po namin ang aming anak papunta doon kasi gusto na makita yung school, yung place na pwede niyang tirahan, no? So nakapag-book na siya and all. You know what? So talagang parang 1 week or 2 weeks more or less lang kami doon, or I think a week, I forgot. But alam niyo ba, nung pumunta po kami, yung pong titirahan niya na sana, no, ay biglang nag-cancel. Diba? Paano yun? You know guys, hindi kami nag-panic. We just prayed. And within a day or two, within 24 to 48 hours, nakakuha po ng work, ng bahay, no, yung aming anak. And siguro kung magpa-fast forward po tayo, dahil po sa pagdarasal na yun at araw-araw na pagdarasal, yung pong current work ng anak namin na halos 2 years na yata siya doon, or basta lampas 1 year na definitely, ay galing po doon sa landlord niya na una niyang tinirahan. Okay, yung recommendation po doon, o yung tip na merong work doon. So, di ba? So, prayers work a lot. So, we can tackle more sa mga next videos namin. If you prefer to have this topic, malalaman ko naman po, you can just say more sa comments, di ba? Pero ang mahalaga po, nabigay po namin nabigay ko po sa inyo yung pong insights bilang magulang po. So, kung gusto nyo po na mag-aral sa Australia, sundan nyo lang po, balikan nyo lang po itong video na ito. But definitely, I can answer your questions. Just have it in the comment section. Yun lang po. And God bless po sa inyong decision.